And welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 1 for the Game Boy Advance. Last time, we beat up a bunch of pirates and got their ship as a reward. Kinda cool. And this time, we're actually starting from Cornelia, and you may be wondering, why? Well, the reason is, actually, remember how I got totally lost sailing last time? Well, all I had to do was sail south from Cornelia. Okay, the big eyes, I should make note, they have this gaze attack. I don't actually know what it does, because literally every time I've encountered the big eyes, it misses. So I have no clue what it does. I'm sure it's like petrification or paralyzation, the two logical choices. But yeah, I actually have no clue what it does. Sanahagen, I think this sometimes called Sanahagen in other games. I may be wrong. Blame dyslexia. That's my answer for when I misread things in games. I am dyslexic actually, but sometimes I do think I use it as an excuse. So yes, to get to our next objective, this was all we had to do. The reason why I got confused is because there's actually a dock south of our destination as well, and I got turned around. I thought that there was only one dock, so I was like, do we have to sail around the entire world to get to this one dock? Well, in actuality, all you have to do is sail straight south from Cornelia, and you should be able to find it pretty dang easily. So that was my bad. Shoot. And I keep saying Cornelia, and the reason being, in the original game, it was actually called Cornelia. In this game, however, it's Cornelia, which I'm fairly certain is actually a more accurate translation. It's a Japanese mistranslation, because sometimes when you see an L, you think of it as an R. Okay, how to say this? A lot of times, well, there isn't really an L sound. The closest thing in Japanese is an R sound, so sometimes with old games, specifically in the NES era, they really didn't know how to actually spell anything, because it's like, is this meant to be an L or is it meant to be an R? In this case, it was meant to be an L, and they changed it to an R, because that's a direct translation. This town, Elfheim, is unique because it actually has a lot of magic shops. So, I actually got a ton of gil off screen, so we will be stocking up quite a lot on magic. Looking at the left tombstone, here lies Link. There was one version, I think the PS1 version, where they took that out. But this, I think, was in the NES, and also the, well, this version, obviously. I don't know if it's in the PSP version. We want Poisoner, you'll see why eventually. In later games, they get rid of all these, and you just have one really cool spell called Esuna, which is great, actually. We're cutting out the middleman to some extent. Esuna is actually a really good spell, but doesn't cure everything in every Final Fantasy. You gotta have some other stuff. Haste is really good in this game. We're kind of running low on money, so I'm gonna hold off from actually buying that stuff just yet. Okie dokie. That cost a lot more money than I was hoping. So that was a little bit unfortunate, because now we're kind of broke, and we can't really buy equipment, and we're on a really tough area. So yeah, that didn't exactly work out as well as I would have hoped. Also, actually one of these could be good, fire damage to all foes, but again, kinda broke right now, so we'll hold off. Maybe eventually we'll actually get some better magic, but for now, let's not. Wow, Dagger's actually a step up for him. Frankly, their attack is really terrible. The Black Mage's attack is very terrible in these old games. So, any slight boost is a worthy boost. In general, mages are really terrible in games. That's not really anything new. I mean, look at Final Fantasy 9 or 10. Mages are still really bad in those games. Wow, that is expensive. That is actually really expensive. I'm surprised this is only 80 gil for that much of a boost. Okay, leather cap, I can actually... Oh, that's too many. I can actually... Wait, helm? Actually, I should buy a helm for him and leather cap for everyone else. And iron armor, I have enough, but I'm not sure. And the copper armlet, I think I am gonna buy just to have one. And I'm going to give it to our weakest party member. That's not where it goes. Where do you equip at? Where do you equip? Oh, here we go. So see, that's actually a pretty nice boost. I would like to equip more characters with it, to be honest, but I am broke. So, gotta make do with what we have. In this game, wow, it actually boosts, evasion. What? That doesn't make any sense. That chainmail and just ordinary clothes would be similar. Oh, yeah. The defense drops. I didn't actually see that. Okay. So I think we're pretty much good to go. I would like to get another bronze armlet, to be honest, but I can't afford it. So, sell this shield, and the staff, and the clothes. I actually have two. Did I sell the iron shield by accident? I think I did. Well, that was my bad. We're actually over leveled. The recommended level for this area, according to the guide I'm reading, is actually level 10. I'm actually level 13, and that's intentional because potential for failing. Okay, do we go to this castle now? Elephant Castle. Let's go see what's up. We were told that the prince is like cursed or something. Oh, looks like this must be the prince. He looks like Link, actually. The princess is up under Astos' curse for 5 years now. There must be some medicine that can rouse the sleeping, but where? Astos, huh? Well, he sounds delightful. Okay, let's go see this Astos then. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering the name Astos. It's by Astos, not Astos. But I think his castle's up here. And also you'll see that I forgot to heal at the end, so that was my bad. I actually may level some more just to get better gil, because those spells actually cost a lot more than I expected, and we need all the help we can actually get in this area. So maybe 15. Again, on a normal playthrough, I don't think that would be necessary, but on a Let's Play, you kind of want to have good setups and safe strats. You don't want to just wing it and hope you're at a good level. You want to make sure you can actually get through it pretty easily. Cobras are actually important to note because they can actually poison you. So that's why I bought Poisona, and I hit a dead end. We have to go further around the mountains, apparently. It's a bit of a hike. A problem I do have with the game is the run button only works on the, in dungeons and also in towns. It does not work on the field, so you're stuck walking on the field, and that's kind of obnoxious, actually. Not the end of the world, but not great either. We're getting good experience, so we're probably gonna get a level before too long. Astos' castle is actually north of here, but we can actually do a teensy sequence break and actually go do something out of order. If you go to Astos' castle, he'll ask you to get a crown. Makes sense. Why? I don't know. I haven't played this game in years, so why not just get the crown now? Why waste time going up to see Astos if we can just get his crown here? So if we go down here, we enter the Marsh Cave. Guess that's a keys. In all honesty, I don't actually know my way around this place at all. So expect a lot of fumbling around and maybe some jump cuts here and there. This will probably take 2 videos. So it's a 3-level dungeon, I do know that much. And we're looking for the crown. And I'm actually very amazed that we made it that long without a random encounter. So let's head up to Dia, because we've actually not used Dia at all. Also, Firaga wouldn't be a bad option, because I think that's a hit-all in this game. And if you have a hit-all fire move against undead, that's pretty good. Paralysis, that's not good. Paralysis means I don't think you can move? I'm not sure. Let's see what Dia does. Not that much, but enough to take out the one guy. Yeah, so he can't move, which is not good. But unlike Death, he actually still gains experience points, so that's cool, I suppose. Their name will actually... never mind. It's one of those spells that you heal from automatically after finishing battle. Poison is not one of those. So if you're poisoned, you actually have to manually heal. I needed the gills, so that was convenient. Got some gargoyles. Also, you can't save within dungeons in this version. So, it means if I don't get to the end of the dungeon in this video, I'll have to go out, save, and then go back in and work my way back. So that's gonna be loads of fun. Ah, the joys of Let's Playing. I mean, I enjoy this game, I just will fully concede that some parts of it are really, really backwards. It's nothing like huge for a 25-year-old game, it's not that bad, it's just little nitpicky stuff here and there. Wait a minute, 87 to 2016. Okay, actually 29-year-old game. I take that back. Where's the 29? Yeah, that sounds right. 25th anniversary was actually a while ago. I know they released a soundtrack that I actually really wanted to get, but it's way too expensive. Importing multi-disc collections from Japan. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Wow, we're already at 10 minutes and we have basically got nothing done. Though, in all honesty, I was expecting this. This dungeon is very confusing, and actually the best thing you can do is come back later. Because there's certain treasures that you can't actually get. You need a key to get to certain treasures. I do know that much. So, they have really good equipment. Problem, we don't have the key. So, we'll have to make probably 2 trips. One trip I may do off screen and just note the items you get from it, because logic dictates that. What's the point in showing this area twice, I guess? Honestly, next episode, I'm actually thinking about just speeding up the whole process, because this is gonna take a while. And that's what poison looks like. I have an idea. I don't think this is gonna work, but I have an idea. The way I said idea there sounded like idea, but that's the wrong game. Haha, Bravely Default humor. I've not played Bravely Default, I've only played the demo. It was fun. I cannot, for the life of me, find a copy of Bravely Default. I very rarely see copies of Bravely Second, because it just came out this year, but I have not seen a copy of Bravely Default in a very long time, and it's kind of annoying, because I'd like to play it, but I can't find it anywhere. For a decent price, that is. I just, as of recording in August, I actually just found a copy of Professor Layton and the Azran Legacy in terms of other really expensive DS games. I found it for like 35 bucks used, and that's frankly a steal compared to most prices for this game. I haven't started it yet because I've been working on Let's Plays, so I was actually probably gonna start it tonight. I'm recording this at night, by the way, like 9 o'clock or so. So yeah, probably after I finish this, maybe this and the next video, I might go and work on, actually just start Professor Layton, but who knows. Poison and poison. Luckily, this only takes 3 MP, which is kind of generous actually. This one actually costs quite a bit. Okay, so we're no longer poisoned, but we're still incredibly lost. I have a suspicion that I went the wrong path. And more random battles. I could cut these out, but I don't feel like it. Because it gives me an opportunity to just talk about stuff, like the fact that, contrary to my initial belief, it looks like I might actually get to go to PAX. Except this video comes out in October, November, and PAX would have been long over, so guess that means I'll have to do an actual announcement video if I actually want to say I'm going to PAX within a decent time frame. So heal to the entire party. That sounds like a good plan. Blizzard U. Yeah, we've gotten like 15 minutes and have made no progress. So that's just a little bit frustrating. Just a teensy bit. Okay, I'm actually looking up a guide now because this is getting kind of insane by now. I almost feel like doing a time lapse because of just how long this is taking. But I also don't feel like it's, like, as soon as I, like, okay, let's time lapse, it's gonna be really easy. So I know that's what's gonna happen because that's how I operate. Like, as soon as I'm like, I give up, let's just time lapse, I'm gonna get to the crown. Spoiler, we're looking for a crown, but I'm pretty sure I already said that. This is... oh, shoot. I know what I did wrong. I went the wrong way. I was supposed to go down. I went up. Whoops. So no wonder we were totally lost. Wow, those schools go down easy. That actually sounded like I was trying to eat it, but this is in Final Fantasy IX. This is Final Fantasy 1. Final Fantasy IX has a character who can literally eat most enemies. This game does not, so let's actually test something. Go into our menu, go here, sleeping bag. Voila, it looks like a trumpet. Actually, no, it does look like a sleeping bag, or like a shoe, something like that. But in any case, it actually heals us pretty substantially, except, well, MP is still a little bit low, actually. So, that's cool. Back down we go, and let's actually go the right way this time. So, from this intersection, do I keep going down? It doesn't actually say. Thanks, guide. You're really helpful. Okay. Yeah, I've really been wanting to replay this game for a long time. Like, a lot of times I would actually take this game to school because I'm like, okay, I'm actually gonna do it this time. I'm gonna play Final Fantasy 1 again. And then I get distracted by school stuff, and then I never actually played it. So, yeah, it's actually kind of nice legitimately returning to this game after years of not playing it. And we're at 16 minutes. We're actually making okay time now that I realized I was going the wrong direction in the first place. So, hammer you. Take you out quickly, hopefully. This is the first, like, I'd say major dungeon, because the Chaos Shrine barely counts as a dungeon. It's so easy to defeat, because you literally go in a straight line upwards. That's literally it. You go north, and then you get to Garland. Piece of cake. First time playing the game, though. I actually didn't know that this was one of those games, and I actually fought Garland really early on, and died. So yeah, that's why I'm like, make sure to overlevel. Better to be overleveled than underleveled in these kinds of games. Most of the time, I wouldn't actually say that, except when dealing with old school RPGs. Because old school RPGs will totally wreck you if you're not prepared. So, yeah, best to be overprepared. And now I'm lost again, actually. Here? Am I going the right way? I hope I am. Is it in here? Oh, hey, look, door. Cool. Is it this? Aha! Floor 3. Now I don't know where to go on floor 3, but apparently it's nearby. And another battle. And a lot of enemies. So, Dia. And hopefully be done with this. Wow, we were actually almost there, so I did not get as lost as I was expecting, which was nice. Okay, take all of you guys out. Oh, that guy lived. Show off. Take him out, hopefully with 106 damage. And we leveled up to level 14, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 14. Phoenix down, not bad. So, this is just a room of a ton of different treasures. So next time, I guess we're gonna go loot this place. As much as we can without the special key. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Final Fantasy 1.